All right, so which leads to my second point, which is managing your emotions. And this is what I want to talk about today. We all get emotional much more than we actually admit that we do. And when it comes to trading things of value, where you see prices going up and down, it's money in your pocket, there are shiny lights, there are vibrations on your phone, you can check the price day, night, when you're drunk, when you're mad, when you're sad, when you're angry, when you're happy. This is very, very dangerous stuff. And again, it's one thing to manage your emotions in a down market, which is what we've been doing for the past 3 months, right? And I've been talking through my students and talking about stop losses. Now it gets even harder because now it's party time, right? We're on the 10th tequila shot and everything seems like a good idea at the party. We've all been at that party where it's not a good idea to do some of those things, all right? I've been there too. And I want to make sure you make intelligent decisions to where you don't wake up the next morning with a big hangover, wondering, where your watch is, what the tattoo is all about, and what that wedding ring is doing on your finger. So again, it's like the 20th tequila shot, the tattoo you got, and that wedding in Vegas. I want to avoid emotional decision-making, and I want to talk about that in the trading disciplines. I also want to give you a testimonial from one of my students inside Kings of DeFi who is making money for the first time ever in her life trading, and I want to share with you some of the things that she has to talk about. The last thing I want to talk about is how to take gains during the crypto rally. And let me throw up a really quick chart up here that just gives you a rough idea of what I'm talking about here. And again, you can see someone here buying an asset, and you can see someone here selling it too late. And I don't want this to happen to you. And I want to show another really interesting graph. This is the stock price of BlackBerry. It's a very old chart, and it's a technology that doesn't apply to crypto. But look at the cycle of this stock price. And you can see the green point where you should have bought and the TP where you should have taken profits. And look at that cycle go up and down and up and down and up and down. And you can see on that graph 4 opportunities where you could have made money, right? And the reason I show you that graph, and you can come back to me now, is that a hodler would still be sitting there with their position, whereas a trader would have locked in 4 different profit strategies, 4 different profit strategies, because they were using their brain and checking their emotions at the door. And that's why I don't like hodlers, and that's why I like intelligent traders with discipline. And I did a survey the other day inside my Kings of DeFi class, and I got about 14 or 15 amazing people in there that are making money. And I said, raise your hand if you think the best way to make money in the next 10 years is to hodl all your positions and not trade the ups and downs that we're going to see going on for the next 10 years in the crypto space. And keep in mind, 1/3 of these people were brand new to crypto, right? This is in my inner circle trading group. And almost every single student raised their hand and said, you're right, Brian, that makes sense. We need to trade the ups and the downs, even though we all believe long-term this market is going to go up. But why sit there on one little position and hold it forever? Why not make 10x those gains as these prices cycle up and down? And that's what I'm talking about. And it all comes down to a mindset and a philosophy. And I think it was Sun Tzu, the famous general in China, that once said, every battle is won before it's ever fought. Think about that. Think about that. Every battle is won before it's ever fought. So you already know before Bitcoin rallies and goes up 30%, you already know where you're locking in your profits. You already know, yep, I'm taking some profit at 20%. I'm taking a little more profit when it goes up 25%. I'm taking a little more profit when it goes up 40%. It's already locked in. Think about that as opposed to you getting all emotional and crazy and making some decision at 2 a.m. when your phone buzzes. That's not the way we roll inside the DeFi Academy. And again, this is something that seasoned traders have known for a very long time. I want to put up a picture of Marty, the Pitbull Schwartz. He's a seasoned trader, and Marty said this. He said, most people think they are playing against the market, but the market doesn't care. You are playing against yourself. Marty went on to say, you have to stop trying to will things to happen in order to prove you're right. Raise your hand if you've done that in the marketplaces before. Come on, I've been guilty of that, right? I'm willing Bitcoin to go up. I knew it was the whole time. I've been telling all my relatives, they think I'm crazy. You have to stop doing against that. And Marty goes on to say, listen only to what the market is telling you. And he finishes off with one of the greatest statements ever. The sole objective of trading is not to prove you're right, but to hear the cash register ring.